Hello everyone. Um, I'd like to bring you another video as to the Infinity Doesn't Exist series. I'm calling it series the Smoking Gun. Anyway, um, a lot of you guys know the story. I somebody came up to me and they were like, this is gonna prove to you that infinity exists. So I was like, okay, you know, and I was convinced for about 2 seconds, but I saw it after a while. I saw it as a smoking gun, as the ultimate proof of why we need to get rid of infinity. And I told you guys in the last video about about you know if you assume that infinity exists, if you start out the problem by assuming that infinity exists, then you're presupposing your own conclusion, and it leads you to the wrong answer. And the second part about that, which somebody brought up in the comment section, was that what about 1/3? Well, what is 1/3? And they said 1/3 would be 0.3333 going on to infinity. And they said, if the 0.333 doesn't go on to infinity, then it's not. Then 1/3 is not. Then supposedly it breaks math because you know if infinity doesn't exist, then you can't express 1/3 in its decimal form. Well, 1/3 is 1/3. It is 1 out of 3. You divide something by 3, and this is a pure example of why you know we can survive without infinity. Is that what humans do is that they come close enough. They're accurate enough within a certain tolerance. In either case, you would have to be accurate within a certain tolerance, not perfectly accurate. As in there is, you know, there is nothing is absolutely perfect either. So that said, 1/3 is not expressible in a base 10 numbering system. Why? Because no matter how many 0.3333s you put, you're always going to be missing that extra one. As in, dividing 3 into 10, you do that 3 times, and there's always going to be that extra one. And then, you know, in order to divide a 0.3 into that extra one, you have to have another 0.1, as in there's always going to be a 1 left over, even if you continue for infinity. So you will never actually reach 1/3. Um, you will never actually be able to divide 3 into 10 evenly. Now, if we had a base 9 numbering system, you could divide 3 into 10. I mean 3 into 9 evenly if we had a base 9 numbering system. But of course, the problem would be that you couldn't divide 2 into 9 evenly. You couldn't divide 5 into 9 evenly. So, either way, there's going to be inaccuracies. And that was my point, is that, uh, you know, you will not reach 1/3 in under any circumstances with a base 10 number system. You just get close enough. So that's all I wanted to say.